to have this open practice, and just it turned out better than I thought. But just to have everybody here and get to meet people, there was a lot of coaches, local coaches, so I'm just happy, and we're gonna do a lot of stuff like this. So I think it's a good start, for sure.
You talked about like wanting to connect with the community.
Yeah.
Are those the kind of things you do at Arizona, practices like that? And
Yeah.
Is that something you plan to do throughout
Yeah,
the
and
season?
so it was last second. We kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I said, who cares? If we have 50 people, it doesn't matter, just to start it. And like for Dallas, it's interesting because I feel like August is like a tough time, or like end of July, August, because like I feel like a lot of people are gone. Like in this community, people go, I've never heard of like places where people leave for like 2 months. They're like, oh, we're going for 2 months. Like I'm used to people saying, oh, we're going for like a week, but they like leave for the summer. And so I think I knew it'd be a challenge because of that. And it was just kind of last second, but I just said, let's do it. It's the last week for our players here. Even if it's 50, it's like, then it can be 100 the next time when we grow it. And we've been doing a really good job of getting out in the community. I think from what's some of the events we've done, like.
We're getting ready to go to the Wings game tomorrow night.
And we were supposed to do a Canes event, but that got postponed. But our players have been out in the community a lot, and that's important. And that's what we did at Arizona, and really wanted to engage with the community, serve. We did stuff. We did a lot of stuff so far. So and our players have been really good about it. So I'm just proud of how kind of we're embracing Dallas, and there's a lot of great things here, and we're loving it. I'm taking them to all kinds of restaurants. We went to Kitchen and Cocktails. We went there. Like we've gone to 360, the breakfast places, Cocina. Cocina's gross in Spanish. But we've done a lot of good things. I think. What are some other fun things we've done? We've gone to like Italy. We've gone to. So a lot of fun things, but there's so much to do here. I don't even feel like we started. So, yeah.
Coach, it's obvious there's a process to what you're doing right now. It's kind of baby steps.
Yeah.
How much of that is a year-to-year thing that you would have done at Arizona anyway, or is it partially because it's a new program as well?
Well, I think combinations. So when I first got to Arizona, like the fan base, there was like a couple hundred fans. When I first got here, because I like to know, I want to know like where we're at, what's the state of the program. So we had 167 accounts. So that was even a little bit further behind. So for me, that's a challenge, and I think that that's a great starting point. It's like, it's not gonna get any worse, really. So getting those people back, and then we were already at like almost 400. So I always set high, like big goals, and super ambitious. So I want 1,000. So my goal would be to have 1,000 this year, and then just grow it. And I just don't see why there's a reason why we can't sell out Moody. I think the challenges are, this is an amazing city with so much to do, but I think it's a very unique niche. I think there's a community here like University Park, Highland Park, surrounding areas where I think you can get really families to buy in and come. So I think that the result, it's going to be a result of winning. If you win, more people come, and that's just the natural progression. When we were bad at Arizona, we didn't have fans, and we got better, you win, and then it's like a ripple effect. So I think we can do it. I think it could take a couple years, but my goal is this year it looks better. It feels better. We win some games, and then it just gets better and better, and we build it. And I'm very confident we can do that here. More now that I'm here and I feel and see the community more than before I came here. I wasn't sure. So in big cities, it's a challenge usually. So.
I know it's still early, still have a ways to go before the season, but what are kind of your early impressions of this group that you've gotten and put together kind of quickly a little bit there?
It was really quick. So, obviously, ideally, I'd like to have more size, but like we are missing 3 players. So we're missing a guard who's like a strong, a physical German player who's actually playing in the World Championship right now. So she'll come here, and she also knows our system. She played with me at Arizona. And then we are missing a power forward, but she's not a big post player. She's more of a face-up, but she's good. Good rebounder, good three-point shooter. So her name's Grace, and she'll come in August, at the end of August. And then we just signed a Russian player. and she gives us height, but we don't have a post presence. All of our posts really like to shoot the three. They don't like to post up. So if you have the option of going inside or outside, they're going outside. And I'd have to make them go inside, but that's okay. But I think the positive thing is we'll shoot the three good and we'll spread the floor. So I just have to manipulate stuff we do to be more spread. And I think we're going to shoot more threes probably than any of my teams have ever. But, you know, we do have to rebound it and we have to play inside. And so I got to figure out how we're going to do that and just kind of be creative with how we're going to post up.
Is that kind of an adjustment going from the league you were playing in last year to the league you're playing in this
It
year?
is, but when I think of our best teams, we had a lot of versatility, and we didn't really have a strong presence inside. Like when we 4 years ago going to the national championship, we played basically a 5-10 in that game against Stanford. We had Bendu playing the 4 at like 5'10", and then Trinity at 6'2" playing 5, and that was like our best lineup when we made that run. So I look at that, we kind of played our best like that. The game it's changed a little bit, but then going from the Pac-12 to the Big 12, it was completely different. I remember we got more girth because I knew, the Big 12 has some really big, talented players. So we played a little bit more slow and bigger inside than I had ever played because I knew what we were going to face in the Big 12. So now going into the ACC, it's a very guard-dominant league. So I think we'll be fine. I think NC State and some other teams will have some big players, but it's not like every night we're going against a really good, big inside. So I think that we're okay. But moving forward, I do want more size inside and athleticism, but more height. Like I want to get 6'5", 6'4", but mobile. But that's just, everybody in the country wants that. And it was slim pickings. And it was a lot, it was like a phenomenal amount of money. And it was like bad posts were super hard to get. So it's just not bad, but just a less talented post that, like let's say maybe on a top team that did not play, was extremely hot in the market. So I think I think a lot of people might try to get a freshman and build them, but then you gotta keep them, and that's a whole different process. So this is like a national problem, the slim pickings in the post.
Talking with some of the players, it sounds like they're spending a lot of time off the court just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
How much or how important could the relationships and building those relationships off the court help them on the court?
It's extremely important for women's basketball. I think you don't always have to be best friends, but you have to have chemistry and you have to have cohesiveness and you have to get along. I don't think there's any successful women's basketball team where they don't get along and they swim. Different in the pros, you can like hate each other and play. I don't think you can do that in college. Now, if you have a really talented, there could be a little bit of that, but I don't think it works like that in women's basketball. All the best teams I've had, we pretty much got along. Maybe not everybody's best friends, but there is a common chemistry and like an organic chemistry off the court that they create. We really have that here. And I think that's what's going to make us even better. Because they really hang out, they do a lot of stuff. It's funny, they all went to Chili's last night. One of them got food poisoning, but they all went together. But they hang out, they spend time, they like it. I don't have to force it. This group is phenomenal. It's like a breath of fresh air because I haven't had this in a while. Like, if we're going somewhere, they're not like complaining or trying to leave every second early. They're bought in. If we go to like a community event, they want to be there. They're doing it on their own. Like before, I'd always have to manipulate and force it, and I just don't have to do that. So for me, I'm very happy. It feels good as a coach when you know you've picked the right people that can go together. And I've watched transformations with certain people. Like people that I've known have completely 180, and it's just really beautiful to see. And players like Paulina, like you heard her talk today, she would not have talked last year at Arizona. So she's came out of her shell. She's growing, assuming more leadership. So all of that's been really fun to see, like the evolution of a player, and the growth of a young woman.
I know you said one's not with you, but how nice is it to have a couple of those Arizona players here that have at least some familiarity with you and the staff, that even though it's in a new place again, there's some of that you can build around and that you're not teaching everybody everything.
Yeah, it's helped a lot. I think just with like maybe drills or her saying, this is what the expectation is, or this is the standard. It's really helped with Sanaya Jaw and Paulina Paris. And I think what I'm proud of them for doing is like assuming that leadership, wanting, embracing that, and wanting to teach. Like they could just be, oh, I'm here, but they are like, they want to pull people along. They want to show people the ropes, and they both have stepped up in a lot of ways, especially Sanaya. She is doing some things that's just amazing. And like I'm talking about on the court, off the court, and her approach and who she is, how she acts, and loving her teammates. And then Paulina is being way more vocal. She's happy, she's comfortable. She's not only happy here because her boyfriend's at TCU, but she's also happy here. Being here, no, that was a joke, but she's like just happy. And so seeing them comfortable in their skin and that's just, I love that because I didn't see either of them do that last year. So that's a good thing. And I think that there's also, it's easy to lead a group where they want to be led. And I think there's different people leading from the front and the back, and there's a balance of that. And like Ty and Janiyah have been phenomenal. They're like kind of the older, more, not grandmas, but kind of. And they're both so different, but they both connect so well, and they have good synergy together. And then you have some more that are quiet, but they're all kind of have their own role, but they come together and it's beautiful. And they really do like each other. I'm not just saying that. Like they have fun together, they hang out. So as a coach, you want that. But it's also, we're undefeated, like, everything's good, there's no playing time, we're not losing. So yes, but it's still there and there's a happy group. And that makes me happy because it makes me like see and understand I got the right kids. Now let's have the right formula to win, But it's a process and we're gonna build it. So.
Anything else, guys? Awesome.
No.
Thank you, Coach.